Everyone just goes silent. Just
This
kidding.
happens all the time.
Should not have announced that. Just kidding. Yeah.
So great.
Oh, Ella. What's going on? You
they-
coming to visit everybody?
Hey.
Where's Logan?
How you
Is
doing?
he chilling?
He's chilling down
Okay.
there.
You're gonna make
Please
Bubba
keep
so
your feet
jealous,
away
but
from
I'm okay
that.
with that.
We need to somehow like hang the camera from the ceiling now. You know?
Oh, buddy, I know.
Instead.
We used to have it like painted to the floor, and we had to.
Oh, that is a.
Yeah.
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 And like now we also want to, like we take it off set sometimes, but so now I need to like kind of figure out a setup for like when we're off, like out of studio. You know?
Yeah.
Mm,
But like I do have an app on the phone, so I think we'll try that next time and see if
bring
that
the
works
show on
out.
the road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've
like
had to
we've done
do-
it a couple of times.
Yeah.
But
Like we're doing whatever, we're going to Bear Fest. I thought it was Beer Fest.
I know.
It's a Bear
I was like,
Fest
Beer Fest. I
in
love
Arborg.
that.
Yeah, we're going to
Oh, at
Arborg
Arborg.
next Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So-
Arborg. We had no idea Arborg was so fun.
Our daughter moved there a year ago.
See, so
No
many
way.
people
Yeah.
we know.
A year and a bit ago, yeah.
That's I have a
Go
friend
there
that
with
lives out there
boyfriend.
too. But yeah, they have really great bands that play out at the bar and stuff.
Yeah. What's up, Canna Jill? Hey.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna go.
We're rocking the northern
Hang out there.
Manitoba.
So
No,
next
no, it's
Saturday, there's like 6 bands. Ramskull's one of them.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, there's
Oh,
like
yeah, I remember you guys were talking about the last show
Yeah.
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah. Poor guy. So when Logan was like, I don't think so, buddy. And then right after that happened, then Logan was his best friend the whole night.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
That's how us boys are.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. He let it go pretty fast.
Have
It's
a
like,
little
yo,
squabble.
man,
and
don't touch my face.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know you.
have a squabble and then we'll bury the hatchet.
Yeah, right? That's all it should be.
that's all it takes.
Just, yeah.
Takes. Oh, I saw something move.
Yeah.
What moved?
There's a camera.
The
The
camera?
camera moved, so
dodging
let's
there.
hope. I'm not sure. We're not live, like visually yet, so we'll see. Hey, Canna Jill, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we'll definitely see once it goes live. It'll be like over
Whomped.
there.
Like we're just like, hey.
I know. He's such a big boy. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, it's so cute.
Well, when they run and play outside, like Ella's never ran
He'll
into
run right
anything,
through you.
and he'll run right through you, man. He's like knocked the table over. I'm like, okay, meathead, let's
Yeah.
chill out
I'll
here.
show you.
Like,
I don't know if I have
protect
a
your
picture
knees
of
around him.
Big boy. Big man.
This isn't burning.
It's not burning.
Well, it's burning, but like not where I would like it to. You know?
I need it to burn faster, please, or hotter.
Yeah, hotter, I guess, kind of.
My first joint of the day. Usually on a Friday, I've had 2 or 3
Ooh.
before the show.
Yeah, you got off late.
I got off late today.
Ugh.
I usually don't close on Fridays, but some stuff happened this week, so I had to. So I like told the people I was closing with, I was like, "Hey guys, we are getting out of here quick, fast."
There's our Bubba.
Oh,
And there's
oh
our
my
kitty.
god!
She was here by like 20 after 8.
Yeah, just the one down here on
Oh
off of
my
Regents.
goodness, what a
It's
sweet.
Crossroads.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that
That's
Blaze?
nice. Yeah, that's
So
Blaze.
they
Oh
hired
my
me
gosh, I'm in love with
specifically
Blaze.
for that location.
Well, I'm in love with both
And
of them.
then,
but like,
Actually, I'm a
Yeah,
little
been there
parrot.
ever since. I
Oh.
love it. Yeah.
I've always wanted a parrot cat.
Nah, well,
Say
come on
it-
over and
Did you say a parrot cat?
Yeah, one that like sits on your shoulder.
yeah,
Oh,
she'll
yeah,
sits on
my-
my shoulders all the time.
My aunt's cat does it just to me though, but she'll kind of like sit on the side of my face, and like my aunt's like it's the weirdest thing. She only does it with you. Like I'm the
That's
only
so cool.
person. Yeah,
That's cute.
Makes you feel important.
it does.
Right?
It does. I'm like you're sitting on my face.
All right, we're
Oh,
gonna
that
go live.
sounded really bad. Anyway, countdown right now. No cats sitting on my faces.
Yeah, it's a cat. That's it. Yeah.
Whoops.
That's 2BG.
And we're live, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We are your
Hey.
teammate girls. I am Cupcake.
I'm Rae Rae.
And welcome to our Friday night smoke sesh. We have a super special guest to introduce to you tonight. This is Charlie.
Charlie.
Thank you.
Charlie from Cannascoop.
Hello, all.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so privileged to be here.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
We're the privileged ones for
I
you
was just
being
gonna
there.
say, yeah.
For sure.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you for coming.
You like put our logo and stuff on the Cannascoop. Like
Hey, that's what we do.
Right? That's amazing.
And he could do the same for you.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah,
one
you
of our
can.
things is
Yeah.
that we can brand. So
Yeah.
Oh, and you even put Cupcake. I didn't see the pop-up yet. You put the Cannascoop right on the pop-up.
Wait till you see the thumbnail.
Oh my gosh.
that's perfect. Oh,
So good.
Thank you.
So blessed.
So tell us, Charlie, when did you come up with the Cannascoop? How did that come about?
So actually, I wasn't really a partaker of the cannabis for my teenage years. Actually, I just started smoking about 6 years ago because of mental stuff. I had some issues at work and whatnot, and just wanted something to help with that. So did my research, got into the cannabis, and about 4 years ago, sitting downstairs and using the grinder and using my fingers to try to scoop into my bowl and whatnot, and just didn't like the feeling of the cannabis on my fingers, just the sticky, the smell and whatnot. I work for a school division as well, so can't really have the smell.
Yeah, like smelly fingers.
So one day I was cleaning up the basement and came across a piece of plastic that kind of had a bend to it that looked like it was something that you can funnel through.
Yeah.
Was a farmer as a kid and looked at the grinder like a grain bin, and we have a grain shovel at the farm that we always use, so you get right into the edges of everything. Grabbed a lighter, kind of heated it up a bit, and came up with the end of it here that looked like the little shovel, and started using it.
That's
amazing.
dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
used it for about
So a grain shovel.
Yeah.
Is that what we were trying to
that's right, the farm shovels, the hoe.
We were trying to figure out like what kind of shovel was it?
The
There's
poop
lots of-
shovel.
poop
That's what
shovel.
every really wanted it to be, was the poop shovel.
No,
but
I
it was not the
apologize,
poop
no.
shovel.
No, definitely
It was the
wasn't.
grain shovel.
Grain shovel,
But I
yeah.
feel like that's very Manitoban.
Absolutely.
Very Manitoban,
Yeah.
right?
So,
Yeah.
So after a grain shovel, love that.
Yep. Actually, the main shape of it wasn't the diamond of the house shape either. It was a kind of a more curved shape. So once I started using it a bit more and found that it was useful, I actually gave it to our daughter to try, and she obviously first off said, no one's going to ever even want this. People just use their fingers.
Yeah.
And legitimately about a week later, she was out partying, and she had to come back home to grab some more Cannascoops because she lost them.
Oh.
She's like, I can't not use them anymore.
Everybody's
So-
People
Filling
just
them now.
jacking
yeah,
them.
so I was like, oh, well, maybe
Like,
I
you're
got something
coming
here.
home with me. Yeah.
So that's how it started. Like, so you created this without even really smoking it yourself.
Yep.
Wow. That's incredible. Well, thank you.
It-
Thank you from the community. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you
I was
for
just blessed.
joining and coming to our side.
oh,
Yeah.
honestly, it's.
Can we just
it's
tell the
been
story
mind-boggling.
that you guys just shared with us? So we have
Sure.
a live studio audience in the house right now.
Yes, we do. Charlie's wife. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. So she smoked weed, and when you guys started dating, you didn't know that she smoked weed when she went out with her girlfriends.
Yeah,
whatever.
so yeah, she smoked weed when she was younger quite a bit, and I knew all that. But she hasn't for a while. But she would go out every year with her friends, and yeah, she would partake in the cannabis. And she came home a couple of years after, and or the second year, and told me about it. And I was very against it. Had some choice words, said some threats that I regret now. I told her that I would probably not stay with her if she tried it again, and then lo and behold, now I'm more of a pothead than she is.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
That's a great story.
But that's just it just goes to show what kind of stigma was around cannabis.
For sure.
Whereas like now that stigma is still there, but you know, I feel like a lot of people are like, okay, it's legal, right? So I guess it's not as bad, you know, but that stigma is still very much there.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's exactly how it happened with me, right? Like I was definitely scared of my mom.
Yeah.
Against it forever, right? So it
Yeah.
was one of those things where it's like, okay, well, it's terrible to do until it became legal, and then people started talking about the medical part of it,
Yeah.
how it helped with the mentality, the mental
Yeah.
issues, and legitimately, it was my best friend Matt that that helped me with it, and our daughter, she was going through some medical issues. She couldn't keep food down. She had
Ugh.
an illness, and the marijuana helped her eat, so
Yeah.
she didn't have an
Thank
appetite.
goodness.
That's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, so
It can help with so many different symptoms too,
Yeah.
right? So like
100%.
that's what's so incredible about it. It's like one plant and like one medicine, but like it can help so many different ailments and like
Yeah.
so many
Yeah.
different illnesses and like symptoms and
100%. The best part too is now it's back 5 years ago. You had the doctors that had started to look into it. There's some scientific studies done,
Mm-hmm.
and going to some of those doctors, they could explain to me more. Right?
Yeah.
Back when I was 19, I had the worst trip of my life. That's why I stopped.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
So.
Oh no, it's one of those stories.
Had a bad
Absolutely,
story.
100%. Right? I just smoked and just couldn't handle it. Just anxious, and it was terrible. So
Yikes.
didn't touch it for 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people like that too, right? Because cannabis is like medicine, not every strain is going to work with everybody. So, there's certain strains that like really increase your anxiety and really, because it's more
Absolutely.
really sativa heavy, right? Or just the terpenes that are in it, right?
And
So
that's the thing. Right?
now that there's like more research going into it, right? It's like, it's a lot better if you're using it for medicinal, because then you know what you're smoking.
Back in the 90s, you never knew what you had.
Is this good weed or is this bad
you
weed?
smell it.
Yeah.
And that's oh, that's pungent. Let's do it.
Everybody, it's blueberry.
It was like you graded it on like the price of your weed. It was
Absolutely.
like if it was really good stuff, like it would be more expensive, and if it was like not great stuff, like it would be kind of cheap,
Yeah.
So like
When I was growing up, a quarter was $60, and that was expensive for a 17-year-old. So
Yeah.
if you got a quarter, you were balling.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, I remember buying quarters and like having weed, like thinking I had tons of weed.
yeah.
Some of the prices today, I still look at them going like, holy man, people are buying this
Oh,
for that
it's-
much?
yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem now with like legalization, right? And it's like you want to pay, growers and like especially like for like organic and living soil and all that kind of weed, really, really like micro growers. They deserve it because they're really talented.
They put their heart into it.
Yeah, but it's like, so I understand at that part, but I can't afford that as a daily budget to smoke great cannabis.
No, but
right?
and it sucks because like they have to charge so much more because the government taxes and like
For
has
sure.
all
Oh,
these
yeah, I
extra
can't
fees
imagine.
and stuff, right?
Oh,
like
It's brutal.
there's so many different.
It's the
So
worst.
yeah,
Be better, Manitoba.
I'm like, I don't even work in it, and like I don't understand it, but I know it's bad.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Like being into the cannabis industry now and doing what we're doing, going to the shows, talking with the people. It's like Manitoba is so far behind.
Oh, absolutely.
Everything.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
crazy.
Yeah.
like all these events that other people are having in other provinces, like
Yeah.
it's freaking nuts, and there's like actual consumption
Places.
events.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like what
Absolutely.
the fuck? Like
Yeah.
why can't we have anything nice here?
Because we live in Manitoba.
I know, but come
Oh, come-
on, like
Yeah, well, you can't use that excuse anymore. Something's got to change.
Oh, for sure.
it's
And
enough
it-
already.
and
How
it
many
has been,
years
right?
has
Like,
it been?
Yeah.
Toba Grown with their help with
Four
us being,
plants.
four
But
plants
how many
now.
years did that take? And how much money did that take?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
And it's so.
and there's
yeah.
still so much further to go,
For
right?
sure.
Because like I live in an apartment, I can't still grow 4 plants, like
Oh.
You know?
I guess
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not private.
because
Or
it's
you don't
it's
own
not
it.
like my own house and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
Really?
like,
Eh? Oh man, that's
yeah, and I doubt my landlord would be like, yeah, you guys can grow, you know, like
Yeah. Yeah. And like I feel like
there's
they
probably
should.
stigmas attached to all that stuff too,
Yeah.
right? They're gonna be like, oh, they are gonna like use all the hydro and like, you
Yeah.
know, you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
mold the walls from all the like.
They should just do like a
condensation and stuff, and,
deposit, like they do for pets. Right? If you
Yeah.
want to grow weed, then just pay this deposit. Because like if you're shitty at growing weed and you're making mold everywhere and whatever,
well, in an apartment, like you're probably gonna have one of those like
tense.
thingies that's like super
tent,
small,
carbon
kind
filter.
of. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
right.
You got
Like,
the
it's-
LED lights that aren't
It's not gonna
blowing
be
the
huge.
budget.
Like,
Yeah, just trying to grow my own
It's 4
personal
plants,
smoke.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
And
4
isn't
plants.
it too because you can only have like 4 plants, right? So you can't even have babies. You can't have, things that you're starting. So it's like you grow 1 plant at a time to try to cycle it where it's like you constantly have a little bit of weed because you can't just grow 4 plants, crop out, and you're going to wait another, 3 months
Yeah.
before you get any more,
Oh, yeah,
right?
you
So I
time
wonder,
them.
I think that's the stipulation. Like you can't just have 4 full-size plants and then like tons of little babies
Yeah.
growing. It's like you're only allowed 4
Oh, man.
plants. So like
I don't know.
And
that
that's,
sucks.
That's four per
I feel like
household
that's the small
Yeah.
print.
Like,
that's
that's
like
not
the
for
fine
adult.
print and shit.
Yeah.
in the household.
in that, yeah.
Which,
I just want to throw some like autos in the backyard, right? Get like 4
Hi,
auto
Don
seeds.
Julio.
Yeah, we're just
Hi,
like
Hannah.
cute. Sorry, 20 came up. I didn't know. I thought I was playing a numbers game. I thought some were gonna die.
what a party last year.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, Don Julio
And
Hey,
Hannah.
Mm.
Don Fleo saying, well, there is a store every 50 feet, so there's that.
Fair enough.
That is true.
That is
Yeah.
fair, yep.
Too many stores now. I feel like they went overboard. So at first it was just Tweed and Delta that were allowed to. They were the cannabis
corporate
stores,
ones.
right? Corporate, and you had
Like,
to
wasn't
have.
it Meta or something too? Or
Yeah.
was that what one of them became.
And you had to have like millions of dollars to open it up.
Yeah.
And now like that they've opened it up where they're like, yeah, anybody can open it up. Like open one up, everybody. But you're not making money, not unless you're like, you know, selling cocaine in the back or something. Because it's really hard to, you know, especially when you're getting all the same weed.
Well, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, nobody wants to grow for me.
Baffles me that you
tried that,
can't get someone to grow for you. Way to backdoor that 4-plant limit with your script. I can't see that. I don't know exactly what he's talking about.
I know that heart's in the way, but I did like because I have I'm medical, so I did ask for my prescription, like my grow license once, and because I lived in an apartment and like that's my address, they were like, we can't give it to you, but we can give it to you and you can ask somebody else to grow for you.
Oh.
But we would have to like do, you know, background check and all that kind of stuff on them, approve it and stuff, or I could find a place to grow myself, but it would have to like be a different address and they would have to approve the address, right?
There'd probably some stipulations on like security and all that stuff too, if you're growing somewhere else, or would it have to be like someone else's place?
Yeah, like somebody else's place kind of thing, right?
So you can be like rent a shed somewhere, like a business, and I guess it wouldn't be a business,
like,
but
yeah.
I feel like if the studio was way bigger, we could do it down here.
Yeah,
but it's not. Like everybody always thinks it's like
say like my aunt let me or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Auntie, can you grow me the marijuana plants? Thank you.
Just turn your basement into a grow off.
Yeah,
to...
you know how to grow tomatoes, right? It's like it's like pretty much the same as tomatoes. Yeah, same. So like, but like tomatoes you eat, this I smoke.
I'll share.
Easy way to backdoor. How many plants?
Oh,
I don't know what we were talking about.
My prescription. I had 10 grams, so it like was the max.
What is
like they upped me to 10 grams a day?
Yeah.
Because of the grow license. So
how
it was
many
the
plants
max
is that
plants.
equal?
Like what is that? 25 plants?
No, it's way more than that.
No, it's more than that
for sure. Can't you get growing license up to like 150 plants?
Okay, maybe that's what it was,
or something like that.
I don't know. I had 10 grams a day.
Wow. Just has to be a private road. Don Julio, why don't you grow weed for a Cupcake?
There you go. Yeah.
We don't know who Don Julio is. You could like not teabag the weed. Also,
you could just mail it to me.
Yeah.
That'd be lovely. I'm just kidding.
I love reading his comments on the other shows.
Oh man, Don Julio. Last show, Don Julio wasn't in the greatest mood.
Oh.
Was it last week?
I don't know.
Or 2 weeks ago?
I don't know.
How you feeling today, Don Julio? Laugh out loud. I had a 400. Okay, I feel like he's in a good mood tonight, Don Julio. Hey.
It's the 13th.
I don't know. It was 10 grams a day of like weed prescription, and like whatever that equaled out to, like what plants I was allowed. It was the max.
Yeah.
I think when I had my medical, I didn't do the grow one, but it was like some ridiculous amount per month you could get.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because I get like now my prescription's 5 grams a day. So 5 times 30, that's 150. So I get 150 grams a month.
Yes.
Which like that's now lots. You don't really, because like as before it was legal, you needed that license, right? To be walking around with weed. And now you can walk around with weed, or like when you're driving, have it in your trunk. You know, like you're not gonna get. It's not the same anymore.
Well, in Manitoba, you can't walk around with weed.
Well, no,
legally.
But can you still, as a medical?
Yes.
You want to try this?
Oh, that'd be awesome. You have to hit.
Nope.
Just
suck it.
Just puff. I don't know why I did that noise, but
you don't need to do that.
I don't need to make that noise, but.
Yeah, you guys need a stake in this.
Yeah, right?
Right?
I know.
I
think I've converted many people to the flower vape.
Yeah, the Mighty is amazing. It's like a mini volcano. Wow. Did you ever have
freaking love it.
Volcano? Oh, you don't have this one? Okay.
Legit.
Do you want to try it?
I'm so new. Like, I know nothing about marijuana.
Okay.
I bong rip, and I can't even roll a joint. I use a roller.
That's okay.
Yeah. Like when I was designing this, I'm like, okay, I know you'd be able to put in rolling papers and your roller and stuff. Like, I knew the utility of it, but I can never do it. I'll admit it.
It's totally fine. It just takes practice.
Right.
And it's like, if you prefer smoking, out of the bong or, that's totally fine too.
Yeah. We've
met a lot of people. A lot of people don't know how to roll. My buddies forced me when we were like early 20s, like 20 years old. Because I was always like, I don't know how to roll. So they always had to roll. And then finally one night they're like, no, fuck this, Rae. You're learning. We're not smoking weed until you roll it.
Awesome.
So, yeah, they forced me. And then I just kind of became a roller. But I don't put filters in my joints.
Yeah, I noticed that, and it's pretty good.
But I just
know.
like, I try to, I get like when we have guests, I probably should put filters in it. It takes way longer.
Yeah.
I feel like,
And when you're not used to it.
I'm not used to it. And I smoke it through my fingers like that.
Yeah,
right?
me too.
Yeah, so it's
You
like I
never
feel
really-
like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's super dry weed, you might choke on it a little bit.
Squirt.
Yeah.
Somebody squirting in between
Oh,
us.
Bobby.
Oh,
Such a big boy.
see?
so funny.
Dog sense good people. As soon as you guys came in, they're like, yeah, you guys chill.
Yeah, super chill.
Not 400 plants was a 90 gram per day script.
That's
for
crazy.
perspective. Wow, Don Julio, you're just a pothead, eh? That's a big. Do you grow, Don Julio?
90 grams a day.
Yeah, that's crazy
that's
because like,
crazy.
and like
That's-
where I get my prescription from, the max is 10 grams a day. Like that was the
Don
absolute
Julio
max.
just wrote himself a prescription. He's like, Dr. Don Julio.
That's incredible. 90 grams a day.
90 grams a day.
400 plants.
That's a lot.
400 plants is that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A ton of work.
That'd be a
Yeah.
ton of work.
Growing weed takes a lot of love, a lot of
I would
knowledge.
love to try it though.
Yeah, we had like one plant. Who gave that to us? We had Mr. Blue. Good weed. Good weed.
Yeah.
So we had one
Oh.
weed plant. And we were just keeping it as like decoration, right? That we weren't trying to actually, grow it. And it lived for quite a while. It was a blueberry plant, so we called him Mr. Blue.
Nice.
Then he ended up dying.
Yeah.
I tried my hand at growing. I'm not very good at it.
You get more if you don't smoke, and medicine is based on edibles and concentrates. Medicine. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Alright,
I know
go.
like when I order from my licensed producer, like tinctures and stuff like that, like they count as more. So,
Yeah.
What are the prices like on the medical side now? Are they still pretty high? Comparable?
I don't really order from them.
No. That's the thing, right? Because when I started the same thing, it was like I
Yeah.
would order from the medical.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
When I first
Wait a
went
minute.
legal. Yeah.
You're getting the same stuff for a little bit cheaper, so
Yeah.
why wouldn't you?
Yeah. But then also like if you're low income, you can apply for the, compassionate pricing. So you get 20% off, but
And there's
It makes a
weed
difference,
for all price points too and budgets, right?
Yeah.
But if you're like a weed snob and you're trying to like smoke the best weed, you're obviously gonna pay a lot for it.
Yeah.
But there's definitely like you can buy legal weed for a very reasonable price. It just might not be the best weed,
Thanks,
right? But it'll still
Julio.
do its job,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
So, and there's definitely been times that I've smoked really shitty tasting weed, but it just like fucked me and I was so baked, right? And I was like, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like I try to smoke weed for the taste of it. That makes sense. I'm more recreational, right? So I'm not really using it medicinally.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just like to enjoy the flavor of the terpenes and like how smooth it is, and that's what I'm basing my judgment on, not like how fucked up it gets.
Really, eh? So
Yeah.
you don't find that it helps kind of slow the mind down and that you think a little bit,
No, because sometimes like
concentrate a little bit more? Some strains?
certain strains, yeah, like Blue Dream will
Fair.
do that. If I need to like get real creative into like makeup or just do something, I'll smoke Blue Dream if I have it, and I feel like I'm just in the zone. But I feel like with a lot of weed, as long as I smoke it and then get up right away and do
Yeah.
something, then I'm good. If I wait 20 minutes, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, I say that.
no. Yeah, my body's like, no, I'm not doing anything today. That's not happening.
Yep.
But yeah.
So that's normal for everybody. Good.
Yeah.
Good to
Oh,
know.
absolutely. Absolutely. But that's the key, right? You're like, okay, I'm gonna smoke this and get up right away, and then all of a sudden you're like right into whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And like I've been really lucky because I've only experienced one time where I smoked a strain of weed and I wasn't even thinking. I was like, something had really exciting had happened that day, and I was like trying to calm my mind down because I was like, it was, and I came home and I just grabbed weed that was down here. I didn't know what it was. I rolled a joint and I smoked it, and then all of a sudden my anxiety got worse.
Oh yeah.
And I was
Yeah, I've
like,
had that.
my heart's beating super fast, and I was like, okay. And then I realized that I smoked Pineapple Express, and that's really heavy.
You know what? I think I had the same experience with
Buddy.
Pineapple Express.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that strain makes you get up and go, right? So when you're trying to chill from something, it's not the best strain to be smoking. So yeah, and that was when I like experienced it. So I was like, I understood, because
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people be like, some strains give me crazy anxiety.
Actually, funny story about that one is we were having I think it was a New Year's party, and a bunch of us were there, and that's when I first started smoking, and I was just using one hitters, right? Like super lightweight. I shouldn't even talk about this.
No, but no, so everybody starts somewhere.
Hey,
Yeah.
totally.
So I like super lightweight one hitter, and I think it was Pineapple Express, and I had a hoot of it, and man, it was like the guy I was smoking with, it was like we had a connection, and it was like everybody else, the room blurred, and it was just me and him, and it was like he could read my mind, and I was just freaking out. Right? So I ended up going into my room and hiding in our bathroom, and I had to like freaking out. So I scratched a little cross on the wall, and she came in, and I was freaking. She's like, "Do you need anything?" I'm like, "Can you give me some water?" And she passed her hand through the door. I'm like, "Oh, good, you're not a demon." That's how bad it was.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I'm surprised you smoke weed now.
Oh, I stuck through it.
That would, yeah. That'd all be like that.
Trooper.
Oh, honestly, though, the benefits outweighed it. Like,
Yeah,
as soon as I started smoking, and then allowing my ADHD to calm down a bit, it helped me to start thinking about the issues that I had. Right?
Yeah.
Some of the stuff, the trauma from the past.
Yeah.
I could start working through some of that stuff, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay,
That's amazing.
this is awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
This is something that'll help me to get through some stuff, and then I'm blessed with this, and
like we're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and well, with Sylvie pushing me through some stuff, getting me to the shows, and people, the response to it was amazing.
Yeah.
So haven't looked back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So great. Nikki the Canamama
Hi,
popped in
Nikki.
is saying hello.
Yes,
Charlie!
yes,
Charlie! I'm
My
imagining
Albert
that's,
Freds.
Charlie!
Instagram friends, right on.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's
Funny
so...
how you meet people through social media, hey? And then
And the
100%.
cannabis community.
Cannabis
Yeah.
community is amazing.
It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
so how many other events have you been to, or is that the only one?
No, so we went to that one, and then we went to Grow Up in Victoria.
Oh,
So we
amazing.
did the Grow Up one there, and got to meet Tommy Chung.
Funny.
Wasn't able to smoke with him, but that guy's amazing. Just just to meet and have a 5-minute conversation.
Absolutely.
With, like, he's just
That's
like,
a dream. We need to do it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right? We've had Remo on the show.
Yeah.
I feel like the next step up now is, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Manifest that stuff.
It's going to
For
happen.
sure.
Cheech and Chong. Cheech and Chong. That's
Right?
all we, You want to come to my, to our basement studio in Elmwood Estates
Wow.
and so,
In Winnipeg, Manitoba?
Winnipeg and Manitoba, they're getting big into the movie scene now. So who knows if he,
Yeah, that's true.
if he comes down to do
That's true.
something.
We
like-
should just start finding out, buddy.
Mark-
This is what we need to do. Now we need to find out the list of movies that they're filming in Winnipeg, because so many, right? And then just start randomly
hammer out.
throwing out invites. We'll save one spot a month for celebrity guest if that ever happens. Or just be like Cheech and Chong ? On every month. That's the way to manifest it. Yeah. What up, Chong? This is our 17th time messaging you. Are you available October 21st?
To be blocked.
Yep. So we did that one, and then we've sponsored quite a few other events. So we'll do some sponsorships with the ones Blunts and Beans. They did the Canna in Alberta.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You went to that?
Oh, we just sponsored that one.
Okay.
We've been trying to get to that one, but unfortunately haven't been able to get out there yet. They got one too in Ontario. That's the
right.
next one I really want to hit. This is the Ontario one. That
Yeah.
one looks like a blast.
It looks like
Yeah.
a great
It
time.
looks so much
Yeah.
fun.
It's like kids camp for adults. Smoking
Absolutely.
weed.
And
Yeah.
tons of weed. Yeah,
Right?
for sure. That looks incredible.
Awesome.
That's on our bucket list too. We got to go to more events.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like summertime's just so hard for me. Right?
Yeah.
It's the childcare, the no school, and
For
then
me, it's
working.
the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
It's just hard
Yeah.
for me to take time off like in the summer, whereas it's easier for me, right now, this time of year, it's the perfect time.
Yep.
But you don't want to do an outdoor event in, September.
Don Filio says he was shocked that Tommy Tong didn't want to smoke weed and see the demons with you.
I'm sure he wanted to, but it was
Next
one of those
time.
things, right? It was
Yeah.
like you're a line. You just line meet him, and then
Yeah.
Oh
you're
yeah,
out,
for
so.
sure.
Yeah. But I wonder if people give him weed, like in line,
I can't imagine the amount of weed that guy gets.
buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's
we dropped.
cool.
Yeah,
Did you do
we dropped.
custom ones
Yeah,
for
we
him?
dropped a couple of
Amazing.
custom ones for both Cheech and Chong. I do all the designing, so yeah, I was able to find a couple of good pictures of them together that kind of
awesome.
one from back then and now, and kind of
That's
merge them
awesome.
together. So yeah.
That's super dope.
That's so great.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should all come. It's a blast. Yeah, Nikki, we need to come
Yeah,
next year. You should all
definitely.
come. When is it next year? Do we know the dates yet? Let's plan ahead for this.
I don't know.
This year, I think the Ontario one was in May,
Okay.
so probably next year it'll probably be around the same end of May. That one was actually not that bad. I think it was only $400 or $420. So it's
Yeah.
$420.
That makes sense. Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was full food, like food and everything.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, accommodations and food. You just-
Accommodations and food.
yeah, so you get it was like
It's
a
like a
kids camp.
package.
Yeah, so you get like one of those bunk houses. Yeah, legit.
You
You
like
get
get an actual bunkhouse?
a
I
bunk
just
house with
assumed
a
it was
group of
like
people.
tents.
No,
See,
it was bunk house and
so like old school kids camp.
kids camp for
Buddy.
adults with weed. Yeah, the Calgary one, the Alberta one's
Okay,
tenting,
okay.
but-
We're going to the Alberta one.
The tent one?
No, the bunks.
yeah,
That's
that
Alberta.
That one's Ontario.
Oh, Ontario.
Alberta's
Yeah.
the tents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll pay
Alberta's-
that extra money to stay in. I mean, I don't mind tents either.
August for Alberta.
Yeah, August is Alberta. Thanks,
Okay.
Nikki.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. You know what?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Alberta, BC, Ontario, they just have such great events. It's like, come on, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Manitoba's
go.
really lacking a lot.
Yeah.
Puff Puff Pass.
Puff
Yeah.
Pass, but it's like
Yeah.
some of the bigger stuff. Like, is there a trade show for cannabis in Manitoba?
Well, we have like Token Tuesday.
Okay.
Token Tuesday's all right.
Token Tuesday, like
Yeah.
that's pretty much like
For bud tenders and dispenser. You
the
know.
events.
Yeah. But that's not for like just everyday people. It's only for bud tenders.
It's mostly for like people
for
to
people that
you know,
work in the industry.
show off their products and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like
So
you
it's
have a
not like
booth and
you know, it's not like just anybody can go to Token Tuesday.
not just
Yeah.
anybody,
Yeah,
but yeah.
You know, so there needs to be like an event where it's just like
Anybody
right? You
can
pay
go.
money,
Yeah.
and pay money and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you figure like Manitoba's such a central place that, and kind of cheap to get to, that
Yep.
you all the conferences would be here. Stuff like the grow ups, the Hall of Flowers, all the bigger
Yeah.
event stuff. But
But
Yeah.
nope.
nope, we just get to grow.
Right? Yeah. We're just 5 years behind. It's fine.
Which is like I
Maybe in
said,
another 5 years.
Yeah.
it's crazy because we're such close to the states too, where tourism travel
Yeah.
bring
I
them
know.
up here. Like
I know. We used to have so much, like when I worked in bars. I worked in bars downtown, right? So like we had so many Americans that would come because like they can't drink there until they're 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they would like come down and like we had so many Americans at the bars. So many Americans.
100%. Yeah.
So like why would you not do the same thing for cannabis consumption? Like that's
Yeah.
Oh, one
idiotic.
of my dreams is we live at St. Gas, so that's right along 75 from the States. And one of my dreams
yeah.
was to purchase the bar there and open up a smoke lounge.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You're coming up from the States. It's the first one you hit.
Yeah.
Stop
That'd be
in,
dope.
That'd be amazing.
chill out,
Yeah.
right? But-
Nikki says
That'd
Puff
be
Puff Pass
awesome.
is more legacy. It's all legacy.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
it's definitely
still
legacy.
That's
Yeah.
the only events that we've ever had in Manitoba
Yeah, we
too.
only got legacy stuff.
Besides like that you could
Only
smoke
legacy, yeah.
at is
Yeah.
legacy. Yeah. And then that's like the last
Unity Cup.
Yeah, the last Unity Cup people were like diving into the bushes
Well, we
because the cops were coming.
We had that one hemp fest.
Yeah.
And that one was really good, but that one was before legalization, and that one was like actually good.
Yeah.
And then we had another one, like people were selling stuff out in the open, and like it was totally fine, like not super out in the open, but like pretty out in the open, you know.
Yeah.
Like
They weren't
there was
trying to really
what was
hide
it,
it.
Kootenai Labs, so you
Yeah.
could buy like shatter and all these kinds of like concentrates and stuff, and
The
like
vape
edibles from
companies.
them, and there was like vape, yeah.
Yeah.
So like they actually had like weed there and stuff. Cops were there, like nothing ever happened. And then it got legalized, and they had another one, and then like people were literally getting like arrested and all of their shit confiscated, and like it was horrible. It was
That makes
fucking
people never want to
horrible.
come
And,
back
like,
here.
So
No.
literally nobody wanted to ever have an event here. So like that was the last fucking event we had in Winnipeg.
Oh,
It was like
man.
nobody wanted to vendor.
I'll put a filter in it.
Perfect.
Understandably, right?
Oh, for
like
sure.
why
Do
would
it.
you?
You know how.
It was easy. I just put that in it. These are like pre-made filters.
Hempfest was so
Yeah.
good. It was
It's
so
like a
good.
cigarette filter.
when it was good until it sucked.
Yeah. Don Julio says, friends of friends just opened Dank Club in Vancouver. All right. That's a hint, Don Julio. So we're going to figure out who that is.
Yeah.
He sometimes gives us hints, and then we try to figure out
but
who
then by
he is.
the end of the smoke session, we forget what the hints
100%.
were.
And also, I also think,
Don
like,
Julio,
do you want to know
notebook.
who he is? Because then it would ruin it, right?
Yeah, true
Then
enough.
the fun would be over.
I feel like I already know who it is, but I'm going along.
I seriously think that he should be a guest on the show, and we could patch him in, and he could do his own,
just blurred.
you know,
Yeah.
dark face with the hood up and,
Yeah.
like, scramble his voice, you know?
I think that he should call. Or, because we
Or
have a
a
hotline.
hotline.
Yeah.
I haven't been paying attention. My ringer's off.
You guys have you do have the hotline.
Yeah.
That's
Nobody
so
has
awesome.
called us. Okay, so nobody likes us. We're like, flash it. We're like, text us or call us. And we've had one person.
We had one person text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. And then it was the wrong person that we thought. We thought it was Tawana,
Yeah.
but it was T.
Yeah.
Tay.
Tay.
So
Yeah,
awesome.
and then we felt bad. We saw her
It
after,
was
though.
Tay, not T.
Yeah, Tay, yeah. But, yeah, shoot it up. Maybe somebody will... You want to call us or text
but
us?
then I
You have
have
a
to get it
question
ready.
for Charlie? Oh, is it not... What do you mean get it ready? Do you have to, like, re-download a thing?
Well, no, I just to turn my ringer on.
Oh,
okay.
technology.
Right? But she figured out how to, like, make it so that it's not our actual phone number.
All right.
So, like, that's great.
Call us if you have a question for Charlie. Questions or comments?
Questions?
Don't be a dick or I'll hang up on you.
Yeah.
So there's that too.
That's
But
good warning. Yeah.
But yeah, if you'd like,
There are rules.
Yeah. You know? But you
Yeah.
don't know until you try.
it's our own discretion if your call makes it through or not.
So do you have, like, a favorite strain of weed so far that you've been smoking, or just something that just settles you down or chills you out?
Jean Guy is pretty good. That one was one of the major ones that kind of helped me slow stuff down a bit and work on some things. What else was there? Oh man, see, that's the thing. Like, there's so many strains and so many coming out, even more that it's so hard to keep.
And everybody always
keep track of them.
renames the strains, right? So
Right? And then you get some strains that you see as like Vanilla Ice, and like, well, I'm never gonna forget that one.
yeah.
For sure.
What were we gonna name our strain of weed if we ever had one?
Yachts to Cop.
Yachts to Cobb. Wasn't there that? We were like gonna label it as like moistly, moistly cannabis. Yeah.
Moistly Dick Seeds.
Moistly.
That's
Dick
what we
Seeds.
named our computer.
That's our computer's name. Moistly Dick Seeds. We were on the way out to Brandon to go pick up the guy that built our computer, and so Dick Seeds is an actual name of a factory. What do they do there?
Well, they sell seeds.
Oh, seeds.
Dick Seeds.
But not like yeah.
D-Y-C-K.
D-Y-C-K.
Dick Seeds. You
Dick
know?
Seeds.
'Cause it's...
So we're like, obviously, Moistly Dick Seeds makes way more sense.
100%. Anything with moistly in them.
We were obsessed with that after Justin Trudeau, said the moist, like the talking moistly or whatever.
Talking
So like
moistly.
we were obsessed with it. So yeah,
Okay,
lots of moist talk after that.
But your preferred way of smoking it is bong. Is that how you usually tend to smoke it?
Usually, I'm cheap. I'm a cheap Manitoban, and when I see the smoke go up, I was like, oh, that's so much money going away.
You're just like,
Yeah, right.
Well, then smoke it.
Whereas the bong is just like whoosh, done.
yeah.
I guess so.
My lungs just can't handle it, like, anymore.
I can't for sure handle it.
We definitely had a 6-foot bong at our old studio. We won it from Unity
Wow.
Co. And we smoked out of it once, I think, each, right? We had a video of it. We were in the studio trying to smoke out of
I
it.
barely even got anything out of it because it was way too
long.
my lungs couldn't suck
Trying
it
to
up.
Whoa.
suck it up.
I'm 6 feet, and you light it with your toes.
Oh, buddy, yeah, we stood on a stool trying to light it. Just that way we had the whole, or you'd have to really sit down and lean it. But then it's a whole thing. I don't know.
And then how brown did the smoke get while you're trying to fill
Stale and
yeah.
stuff. Oh, that's the worst.
That is the worst.
Do you have a collection of bongs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you like to collect them.
I got
You're
a few.
kind of like Hannamish.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
a few.
Yeah.
I think she's got more than I do, but yeah, no, I've got.
She's got quite the collection.
Well, I also share with my daughter, so we both have an addiction. the glass.
Yeah.
So I think we have, last count, I think it was 13-ish.
Oh, wow.
Lucky 13.
Yeah.
So do you each have like your favorite, or is it the same one?
Oh yeah, I would definitely have my favorite. I got my favorite. So I bought a Builda Cheech.
Okay.
Yeah, Cheech bong. That's a Builda, and man, that thing, like, you can smoke and smoke and smoke out of it, and rinse it with water, and it's clean. I don't know why, but it's so amazing. I barely have to clean
It's
that thing.
magic.
That's
Right?
amazing.
That's a magic.
That's amazing.
I cradle that thing
Right.
because one day I know I'm gonna lose, and I'm just so devastated.
Yeah.
Have you ever broken?
Oh, yeah.
A really like nice piece.
My first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first bong I got, I love that one
How
too.
much?
It was one of the cheapest,
Okay.
cheapish
Okay.
ones, 150-ish, but I don't know.
You're buying heady bongs? Is that what you're?
Oh, I can't remember which one. I thought it was cheapish from looking at the other ones,
crazy.
anyways.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
I can't remember. No, this one was. I can't remember.
You're just
Anyways,
like,
yeah.
you're rich,
So,
rich
like-
Charlie. I don't know, it's pretty cheap. It's like $150.
Yeah, I've never like been into bong, so I've never owned one. I bought somebody else a bong, but
You've
like
never owned a bong?
I've never owned a bong.
Oh my goodness, Cupcake. That's a fun
Well-
fact about you.
Well, okay, so like in high school, we stole stuff from the science room and made bongs
Yeah.
and stuff.
Beakers.
Yeah, with like beakers and shit. So like that was the only type of bong I had at my place.
Okay.
But like, no, I've never been like a bong person.
Never gone into
really,
a store and be
so-
like, can I have a bong, please?
Nope, no. I was more of a pipe person before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the pipes and the bongs when I was like in my 20s. I had this one pipe that I had gotten from a friend when I was like 16 or something. And in my 20s, I had this like thing. I was like, "Okay, guys, if I ever break this pipe, like that's when I quit smoking weed, I guess, right? Because I had it for so long. It was
Yeah.
a super nice glass pipe. And then I remember I was at work, and my roommate, I came home, and her face is just like ghostly white, and she goes, "Hey, man." And I was like, "Hey," right? And I'm saying, and she goes, "So I have to tell you something, and I'm so sorry, and I hope you're not mad at me." And I was like, "What?" And she goes, "I may have broken your pipe."
Oh.
I was devastated. I really love that. He's like, "Are you gonna quit smoking weed?" And I was like, "Obviously not, because I need weed right
Yeah.
now." It's like, I'm so sad.
Maybe tomorrow I can need to get through.
But I had a bamboo bong that was like my favorite.
Oh, that's
because
cool.
if you knocked it over, the only thing you'd break is like the bowl, right? Like if that was the only thing that was glass on it, everything was like had wax on the outside with like bamboo string and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Oh, that's so cool.
oh, it was so great. And then if you just put it in the corner, it just kind of looked like a decoration piece. You didn't really, you know,
Yeah, I didn't know this
put
one.
it beside a plant.
Flip
Yeah,
it around,
it's
it was-
totally fine. Yeah, it'll get you high and it looks good.
Love it.
Do you name your bongs?
No, haven't named them yet.
No.
No, that's
I feel like you should name your favorite one.
probably.
Yeah.
One day I'll hey, you gotta come up with the right name. So
Yeah, for sure.
one day it'll
All
come
right,
to me.
well, get back to us.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
I want to know what it is when you
It's
name
your
it.
homework when you go home. Okay, you gotta name one bong.
Yeah.
No, you
one
don't
of
have
them.
to name it right away. Just like when you do, you know, when the time is right.
Yeah.
Well, I've never thought about it. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna name it.
You
Totally,
have until
you
tomorrow
have
night to
to.
do it.
You have to at least name your favorite
Sounds
one,
good.
right?
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
that one for sure. Yeah. And tell your daughter she needs to do the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Done.
Done.
I like it.
When was
We'll
the
have
I
it
like
first
to
ready for
name
the next
things.
one.
I like to name
We'll
things.
put on the chat for next.
Thank you.
Next,
Thank you.
Next week.
Do you remember the first time you smoked weed with your daughter? Like, how was that? Being able to smoke? Did you ever think? Well, obviously not, because you were against weed back in the day. So I guess you would have never thought that one day you'd be getting baked with your kid.
No.
No.
No. But actually, you know,
You
honestly,
didn't
it's,
even want to get baked with your significant other, so.
that's fair.
At the time, yeah.
At that time, yeah.
Guess
yeah.
you're
So, yeah, you-
ganging
but
up on me
Charlie's
here.
kind of an
Well,
asshole
you
back in the
couldn't have
day.
seen it though, right? Like you definitely couldn't have seen it. That's yeah.
First time I smoked with her, oh man, jeez, that's a long time ago. That's many bong rips ago.
Yeah.
Right after you had your freak out.
Yeah.
She was there that
The demon night.
Yeah, but we was did we smoke before that? Yeah, probably then after that night. We did. Yeah, she was. I think the first time we smoked together was she showed me how to do the bong rip.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Teaching
sure.
Dad how to do bong rips.
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, I'm ready for a bong rip." She's like, "Okay, let's try it out."
Let's do it.
Yeah. So that was the first time.
Oh, we had somebody text.
We got a text, everyone.
What does it say?
Happy Friday the 13th. Is it time for Rick's rant? Good one.
Good one. Oh,
Good
you're
reminder.
correct. Yeah.
Good
Rick's
reminder.
Yeah.
Rick's rant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not
Thank
going to
you
be
for
able to
the
hear it,
text. Right, but you can
but
read
you can
it.
read it,
You a speed
or we
reader?
can play it for you later.
I'm gonna probably watch the episode later, so see how bad I
It'll
did.
be a surprise.
Oh, not
You're
at all.
doing
You're
fantastic.
doing incredible.
You smoke weed pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You're nailing it.
All
Yeah.
right, I'm going to play Rick's rant, everybody.
Hey, it's Rick in the Shed. This is Rick's Rant for Two Baked Girls podcast. My rant is about this whole Ukraine-Russian war thing going on right now. I get it. People are out talking about, oh, Russia, oh, Ukraine. Well, now Ukraine wants permission to launch NATO missiles into Russia, deep into Russia. Now, I don't know if anybody can figure this out. Trudeau just approved this. He said, yeah, he's backing him. Do you know what? There comes a point where sometimes it's better to do nothing. Because this is just going to start World War III. Everybody's already scared of Putin because they're worried that he'll blow up shit. So why would you want to instigate the guy? Sit down, have some peace talks, have some kind of agreement. He was willing to sit down at one point. I'm sure he'll be willing to sit down again. But men, you guys gotta stop fighting. It's only land. So one country owns a piece of land, another one. Who cares? Who cares? Why do we care over here? You know what? Let them fight over there and let them do what they want. But why do we want to get started in something that we could never finish? This guy has nuclear weapons. This could be the beginning and the end of it all. Why would you give this guy Zelensky permission to start launching rockets in the middle of Russia? What do you think he's going to do to retaliate? What would common sense tell you? Does anybody have any common sense? He's either worried he's crazy, he's going to launch some shit, he's going to blow up some people. Then why would you fucking instigate this guy? Why are you poking the bear? The guy rides bears, for fun. Why would you poke the fucking bear? Leave it alone. Sit down. Figure it out. Anyways, have yourself a great night.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Rick.
you so much, Rick.
Thank you so much, Rick.
That looked like a very passionate one. Rick
Yeah.
was
It
very
did.
passionate
It did.
about that.
We haven't listened to that one yet, but his face looked very passionate.
Yeah. All I saw was, fuck your face.
Yeah,
No,
that was
fuck. Sit down, smoke some weed.
Something like that.
Don't poke a bear.
And Nikki, it says you're doing great.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Nikki.
Rick
Appreciate
is
it.
going full Alex Jones here. Yeah, I was really passionate about that one. Thank you so much, Rick. We freaking love your face.
Oh.
That was
And
Rick's
thank
rant,
you to
everybody.
whoever texted us to
Good.
remind us about Rick's rant.
Yeah. It was for sure Don. I feel like Don Julio just texted us.
I feel like that must possibly was them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we
He
have his phone
says
number.
sub 500 is cheap.
Maybe they have an app like we do.
Just like, joke's on you. We're going to call you back now.
Rick's going forward, Alex Jones.
Ray's gonna stalk you now.
Yeah.
Give her a reverse phone number to look up. You know.
It worked. Yeah. He fell for it.
That's so funny.
It'll be like that YouTube video where they show a picture and the guy tries to find you throughout the world. You ever seen those?
Yes,
What?
buddy.
Those guys are creepy.
People are crazy.
Okay, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like from the 70s, you can take a picture of your family in Eastern Asia, a picture of something, and the guy will get, okay, I'll go find it. And he'll find it on Google Map.
yeah. Has no idea, like, anything about the picture, nothing.
Yeah.
He just sees it and he's like, all right. And he goes on the computer and he just starts Google Earthing, you know, you can zoom in
Yeah.
and things, whatever. And he, like, finds these pictures, like, where the picture was taken.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's like something
I
like
just got goosebumps.
Find me now or find where I am or I can't remember. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's so crazy.
Never seen that.
crazy.
Never
Yeah,
seen that.
It's like playing hide and go seek
It's
in
like-
the world.
Yeah. Where's Waldo?
Yeah. And he finds them every single time.
Yeah.
In the world.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that plant looks like it's from where?
Funny. He's for sure like a time traveler or like from the other dimension or something, right? He's messing around with us.
Maybe he's from the Matrix. Or whatever
GeoGuessr?
people talk about the
GeoGuessr.
Matrix stuff. GeoGuessr?
Yeah,
Crazy.
for sure. It was me. Call me all
All the time at
all
3
the time
a.m.
at 3 a.m. I'm going to, Dawn, because I feel like it is actually you. Yeah. I see that reverse psychology you're trying to pull there. Yeah.
Hi, Bob. Thanks for popping in.
What up, Bob?
Thanks for popping in.
GeoGuessr? Or
What is a geoguesser?
is that the name of the person?
Well, I think that's the
name
geoguessers are
of
the
the-
people that'll
yeah.
find
The
where you are.
locations. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna.
That's super crazy. I feel like I need to look into this now. I
Yeah.
don't know. It goes down like so many little rabbit holes.
I
I don't
TikTok's deadly, buddy.
see, and
Especially-
I don't go on TikTok.
I'm just
so-
like, yes, I want to learn more about people that can stalk me. And then it's just like I don't. Right?
Oh, I don't want to know anything about that.
I want to know about
How
the
can
creepy
both-
things you see in the forest running and people being like, do you think this is a true video? Right? And I'm like, absolutely. There's scary things all the time. And then I scare myself too much sometimes. Right? And my kid's sleeping and I'm by myself in my house and I'm like, oh, a little freaked out.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do it.
Yeah,
can't
there's
do it.
last little
Like skinwalkers and stuff.
right. Oh,
Buddy.
I love that
What the
stuff.
fuck's this
Oh,
skinwalker?
skinwalker? They look so
Yeah.
creepy.
Oh my
They're
god,
like, yeah.
you're freaking me out.
Google skinwalker. Yeah, it's crazy. They're like
Oh, yeah, I
creatures
love that
people think they
conspiracy
see.
stuff. Oh.
Me too.
Okay,
Paranormal.
what is a skinwalker?
So it's like a creature, like
Shape-shifting.
a shapeshifter or whatever, and like the videos that I've seen of people being
Kinda like Tall Man?
skinwalker. Yeah, but it's like they walk weird there
Yeah.
too. They're almost like punched over, walking on all fours, almost.
And,
but
like,
you
really
can-
long
with, like,
arms?
Yeah, long,
Yeah, like-
straight.
some of them are like super fast, or there's just
kinda
like,
like
sightings of
Things
super,
from the Dark Crystal.
yeah,
Basically.
right. Like
Oh,
sightings-
creepy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you watch enough, you get into those videos, or yeah.
Yeah, some of those algorithms they push out some videos that are crazy.
That's really creepy.
Yeah, I work with the ADHD. I'll have just YouTube playing in the background, just a video going, and you just hit play, and it just cycles through. And some of the videos that'll pop up.
Oh.
Are like,
If you ever
"Man, what's
want to
going on in
watch,
the world?
if you ever want to watch
Yikes.
creepy, scary, kind of like weird videos like that,
No.
follow this guy on YouTube. He's called Slapped Ham, and he has like this relaxing voice but it's like creepy almost, and
Yeah.
he just talks and you see videos and like and
Ah,
he talks
yes.
about it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I have seen them.
They're like 30-second videos or whatever, right? Oh yeah, me and my boyfriend, he'll just like throw that on in the background sometimes, and I'm like, I get right into it. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy fuck, that's
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
seen it.
No,
The
thank you.
voice.
I
Yeah.
love
The
them.
voice.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
watching
really
that.
into scary spirit stuff like that too, so it's right
Hi,
up my
Lisa.
alley.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
up?
I love paranormal stuff.
Oh yeah, that's my mom right there.
Oh,
Lisa
I can watch
Kogani.
paranormal stuff during the day,
I
That's
have been on
smart.
it.
but I cannot watch it at night.
That makes sense. That's
does make
smart.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
smart because you can't get scared in the daytime. I'm not scared if somebody's. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
No, there's not a
No.
lot of shadows in the daytime.
No.
You know.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
You're not
way
gonna see
easier.
a ghost in the daytime. Like, a ghost can walk by and be like, "Oh, it's just a person,"
It's a person. Yeah. We probably see ghosts every day,
right?
but we don't realize because we just think they're people, right?
But at night,
But yeah,
that's when they turn see-through.
absolutely. Yeah. Because it's like dark
That's when they
behind
go
it.
off
Yeah.
your walls and
Absolutely.
stuff.
But like we have a ghost trap, so like there's no ghost down here at all. It's completely see that right there, with the blood on it.
Yeah.
That's a ghost trap. We also had the paranormal girls here,
Giving Up the Ghost podcast.
Giving Up the Ghost podcast, and they did
There's-
their things. No
What?
ghosts.
There's ghost hunters in Manitoba.
Absolutely.
Well, they like
Oh.
they hang out with the ghost hunters sometimes.
Yeah, but
And
they do a
they'll-
podcast and they
Yeah.
tell like
They
real
tell
stories,
Manitoba stories, like
yeah.
real things, and they've been doing this like Spirits with Spirits. It's like the last Thursday of every month, I think,
Yeah.
and it's at Little Brown Jug, and you go and you can like drink beer and listen to ghost stories and stuff. And like
Yeah,
this
that's-
last time, they had this like UFO guy. So like people went and like told these like alien stories last time, and like so yeah, it's the last Thursday
So
I'm pretty
cool.
sure of every month, and
need
it's
to
called
do
the
that.
Spirits with
100%.
Spirits.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've had those like
Interesting.
the paranormal team out there and stuff too, like, and you can like
So,
go up
like,
and tell stories and stuff too, and
They
yeah.
legit see the stuff like you see on TV, like the things moving.
Well, everybody
and
has their
you
own
hear the-
story, right?
Yeah.
So like, it's everybody has their own experiences, right? Like,
But yeah,
it
you
was-
use those like meters
yeah.
and whatever, right?
They
Like,
were doing a few different things down here and trying to see if they could catch anything down
nothing
here,
down
but
here.
there was nothing. We had the ghost
Go
traps.
kids.
Yeah, yeah. Which made me feel a lot better because I've heard that like spirits can follow, like, or certain energies and spirits whatever can follow attached people. And
Yeah.
like I lived in a haunted house, right? So I was like, did that shit follow me? But to know that there's nothing here,
I remember
I'm
going for a
chilling.
Yeah,
reading
that's good.
once. It was some kind of reading, and I remember them saying you have a spirit attached to you, and they kind of described him and said, is that anyone you know? I was like, no. And then she was like, do you go hang out at cemeteries at night? And I was like, maybe.
Oh no.
Yeah, never again. Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
So like you're telling us that whole like if you have to hold your breath when you drive past the cemetery. Anybody else do that as a kid?
Apparently my opa used to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do it all the time growing up.
And a bridge, you better not have told a lie. That's what he said.
Oh.
Nobody better told a lie today. We're driving over a bridge.
Well, that's
So like all of my mom and her
That's
sisters
awesome.
would be like, like, did any of us lie?
I feel like yeah.
Don't grow.
I feel like my auntie used to make us like hold our breath and touch the ceiling and like put our feet up.
like raise your feet or something,
yeah,
right?
and like touch the ceiling
Was
when
that-
you drove past the cemetery, so like a ghost wouldn't go inside of you.
I 100% believe it now.
Right, for sure.
If someone says that to you.
Did they like? How did they get the ghost to go away?
I don't know, they did some cleansing. Said
Okay,
that-
smudged you probably,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah,
Okay, awesome.
man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I want to meet somebody that sees spirits like that.
Oh, me too.
Right?
Me too.
I wish I could. No, I take that back. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to see spirits.
I don't.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
want to
if-
be. Yeah.
If you see it, then you kind of know there's something after.
Yeah, but what if there's creepy ones that just like out of
That's
nowhere they're
fair.
just like hello.
Do you ever catch like things moving on the side peripheral, like shadows and
all the time.
Yeah.
I can't really say if I have or not.
No,
I've seen things move.
But I'm also
But,
like
like-
I'm also highly sensitive to
Yeah.
like noises and
Yeah, me too.
sounds and
I'm
Yeah.
more.
things.
I'm
like
more
I'm always
sensitive to
high
like.
alert.
yeah.
Like with it.
Yeah, I'm more sensitive to energy, so I feel like I can feel things, right? But I don't think I've ever actually seen like a.
Can you feel emotions?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my old apartment, when I was like after I had my daughter, there was this one spot in the apartment that I would sit on the couch, and every time I sat there, I felt super sad, really depressed, really like heavy, like very, And there was like some weird things going on in the apartment, and then finally the landlord told us that like somebody had like taken their life or whatever,
Ooh,
and like
wow.
so I'm like that makes sense. So then we had somebody come over and like smudge and do all that stuff because I was like I'm not. It's crazy.
Oh man.
But yeah, so I've like definitely seen things move, but I've never actually seen like a shadow or like a see-through person.
No, eh?
But I don't know if I want to. I feel like that's kind of scary.
But you see something move, so like on
Yeah.
its own, that's.
Oh, for
I'd-
that
I'd fi-
creepy. That
I'd
was
find
creepy.
I find that would be more creepy than seeing a shadow.
Oh.
Do you have any ghost stories?
Have you seen shadows?
Oh yeah, I catch them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be like little things moving on the side, and you kind of look like, hey.
Yeah.
But now I just answer them like, yeah, I see you. See what'll happen. Maybe they'll come out even more. I don't know. Ghost stories. Actually, the only one I really have is back in my younger years when I was around 20, my parents owned a bar in Brunkild, so that's where I'm from. I'm from
Okay.
a small town, I guess it'd be southeast of Winnipeg here. It's called Brunkild. It's BBG, so we owned the bar there, and I worked there, and I also lived there, so I was kind of the night custodian, lived there and whatnot. And I remember one morning about 4 a.m, my dad had an office up there, and I heard footsteps walking through, and I'm like, oh, Dad's going to work already. And I looked at the clock, I'm like, wait a minute, it's 4 o'clock, you'd never be here at this time. So I kind of waited a bit, and he went into the office, and then started walking back, and I followed it, and the way that the hall was I was kind of walking with it, and I went to open my door, and there's nothing there. So that one kind of was like, okay, that's weird.
creepy.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
For sure.
That one, yeah.
For sure.
It made me think a little bit.
For sure. Absolutely.
Definitely would. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw glass coasters right in front of me move, like open and close, and so they clink together. Yeah, I was sitting on the couch, and it was an original Transcona historic house. So it was like a creepy. No, it wasn't creepy. Like it was just like an open floor
Yeah.
plan, really small house, looked like a witch's house almost. But yeah, a lot of weird shit in there. To the point where it's like people would come over that didn't believe in that kind of stuff, and then they'd experience something and be like, "Yeah, that was weird." It was a lot of, "Yeah, that's pretty weird."
Yeah.
I almost feel like I don't know. I feel like it was a dream though. I think I told my
Yeah,
mom
see,
this one
that's
time.
that's
right?
kind of what
Like,
I think too.
yeah.
Of that situation was almost like, did it actually happen, or was I? Did I dream it.
I
Right?
feel like I remember a white figure standing over my grandma when I was like little though, because we were like in BC. So I was like little. But it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't know if it was a dream or like, why do I remember that? Right? Like was one of those like, yeah,
Ooh.
weird.
That's creepy.
Yeah. That would probably be but it could have been a dream, right? That I just remembered forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
A
definitely have
vivid
like
dream,
fake
right?
memories.
Fake memories?
Like that's what I call them.
Yeah.
You know, like when
When you-
like I remember something happened when I was little, but it didn't actually happen that way, or like
Yeah.
didn't happen. Like, so I'll tell my mom
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
and she's like, "That didn't happen," or like, "That didn't happen like that," you know, kind of things. And I'm like, "What?" So
Are you
my
sure?
memories are totally
the Mandela effect for
Yeah.
yourself.
Totally,
Yeah, buddy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like I don't
Oh, that
have
was the
proper
glitch. That
memories.
was the other dimension. Yeah.
Your own personal Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
call them my fake
Thank you.
memories.
Did somebody? Oh no, I saw your phone flash. Is that somebody else? Was it our hotline?
Hannah just sent us something,
Hannah, text the hotline.
but it wasn't the hotline. She sent a video.
My mom says that was true. Okay, thanks for validating my story, Mom. Yeah, that was true. So I must have seen a ghost standing over my grandma.
She a little girl
Mom, you
ghost.
missed Rick's rant.
Yeah.
We already played it.
Yeah.
Spooky stories on Friday the 13th. Oh, very true. It is. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. Did not intend that.
I'm
Okay,
so excited for Halloween.
Before the show ends, tell people where they can find Cannascoops
Oh,
and
yes.
how can they reach out to you if they are
Oh.
interested in getting custom-made Cannascoops.
For sure. So Cannascoops are available in Manitoba. We are in 4 stores, Rural Buds. Right here, they got their own custom ones.
Yeah.
We do customs. If you want to do a custom Cannascoop, you can reach out to our website. Actually, you go on our website. There's all the information there. We do have a shop that we sell our own graphic Cannascoops through there, so you can purchase your own Cannascoops to that. We are also we just heard that we're going to be into a distributor. So we got into distribution, and they'll be doing
Amazing.
white label for us.
Amazing.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah,
That's really great.
Yeah.
Exciting. Congratulations.
we're moving and moving forward. So it's been such a blessing.
Oh, moving and
exciting.
grooving.
It's
You
exciting,
betcha.
and it's really exciting that it's a local product, like locally made.
100%.
right?
Actually, yeah,
So-
everything's produced here. We produce everything. We order the supplies. I do the graphics, printing, and pressing in my house. So
It's incredible.
yeah, everything's done here in Manitoba.
Yeah, I love it. I
Designed
love it
after
so
a
much.
grain shovel. So shout out prairies.
betcha.
Not a pooper scooper.
Farm ingenuity. Oh yeah, and we also follow us on Instagram at
Yeah.
Cannascoop in
Instagram
Mhm.
right there.
for sure.
I do have the website coming at the end too.
Yep. Reach out
Yeah.
to us there. Anywhere, any media, you can reach out to us, and we'll make it happen for you.
Dope. And if you have a Cannascoop, make sure you take a picture and tag them
Oh,
Yeah.
in
please
your
do.
story.
Yeah.
And show off your Cannascoop.
Yeah.
Do a little video.
Yeah,
Show
show
you
us
know,
how you use yours.
Get creative. What are you
Yeah.
using your Cannascoop for?
Absolutely.
Besides
100%.
scooping weed.
Yeah, yeah. We want to see your
Absolutely.
scoops.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been such a blast.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's been a great opportunity. I appreciate everything.
Yeah,
appreciate
we
you guys so much.
We
And
appreciate
thank you so
too.
and thank
And
you so much
thank
for our own Cannascoops. Like you
Yeah.
got these
That
to
was-
us
Yeah,
a little
I
while
love
ago
them.
already, and like they're beautiful, and
Yeah.
we love them. So thank
Yeah,
you so much.
use them
Oh,
every
no
single
problem
day.
Yeah.
at all. It's my pleasure.
Oh, so awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. So all of you, thank you for joining us. Happy Friday the 13th. Be sure to join us next week when we have BS Raps. He's also a member of Pure Entry. So be sure to join us next week.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, love all your faces.
Have a great
Good
weekend.
night. Stay baked.
Hopefully, no ghosts are going to be in your house tonight.
Yeah. Cheers, all.
Shout out to Skinwalkers. Watch out for those guys. Always have your phone,
No
your
fucking
camera
nightmares
ready.
tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Total nightmares. Yeah. Oh my goodness.